Hello, welcome. So I had a request of how to get additional hearts in the game. So I decided I was going to record this video. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a mess up with my audio system. So I'm having to re-record the audio for this. So please bear with me, but I will let you know what we're doing as and when we're doing it. So, I would say the gentleman who asked me about it, I will put a link to the comment in the video. So anyway, let's get into this. So this is the basics of the Baubley heart canisters mod. You get little red hearts, little yellow hearts, and canisters. So you craft the red hearts into the canisters to start with. Not too tricky. I would say you use the red hearts, you melt them down, and then you make them into the melted yellow hearts, and melted green hearts, melted blue hearts. Now, obviously I have a mob farm, which we're going to go down to now, if I can fly down, which is where I get my my hearts from. So I can't remember what I've got turned on at the moment. Nothing, thankfully. I think I'm going to turn, I can't remember which one I turn on. I think it's the Vindicators I turn on because, you know, yeah, I turn on the Vindicators. So we go down, we see that nothing's on, it's just doing its thing. And in this backpack, I think I'll turn the magnet off in a second, but yeah, I've tried to, wrong button. Finally, I'll get there in a second. There we go. And you'll see in the backpack we have a few thousand of these little hearts, so 12,000 of them. Now, that's actually not many. We need a lot more for what we want to do, but I've already done the yellow ones, so we need to now move on to the green ones. Now, I'm going to obviously show you how to craft up to the yellow ones, and then we need to get some additional materials to be able to go up to the green ones. So, once we're back at base, I always make that wrong turning. Here we go, back at base. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put these in there. So we've got a couple of thousand in there, and you can see you need to make the canister, which is a bone and some iron. Not difficult to make that. Now, you're going to need at least 10 of the, you get 10. So you need to make the relic apple, which is, it's not too tricky. It's all like emeralds, an apple, and some diamonds. I mean, a little bit expensive, but you know, it's doable. Pretty early game, it's doable if you've managed to find some, or if you've got into mystic agriculture. The wither bones, now they're a little bit more tricky. Again, I have a wither skeleton farm, so I'll probably go and turn that on again in a bit, so we get more of those. But as you can see, so the first lot, pretty easy. I've made 10 there. I think I make another 20 or 30. I can't remember how many I make. 40. I'll make 40. There we go. Just so you can see what I'm doing. But that should get us all the way up to blue eventually. Now, the yellow hearts, you obviously have to have the melted yellow hearts, which is the melted red hearts in a 3x3. So obviously we need to melt down a bunch of those. Now, I never managed to melt enough of them for what I need. And they've gone into the backpack there. So now we're going to make up some yellow hearts. So we've got 43 of the, and we're going to go up to the green, which we've got 6 of. Now, I forgot that we actually need the yellow hearts canisters before we can make the green heart canisters, but I'll figure that in a minute. I'm just melting up as many hearts as I can so I can try and get up to a green level, and it'll be in the backpack, all 1,200 of them. So put those back in there. We make up some more yellow hearts, which should get us a couple of stacks, stacking 2 and a bit stacks. We then do the same there. Gets us a whole 17 of the green ones. Now, obviously, I don't really want to use the yellow hearts for that because I have red hearts. And I know that we can make, like, yeah, a couple. Now, we obviously don't have we don't have the yellow hearts, so we need to make those. We need to make 10 of those. And we also don't have the shulker shells. Now, the best way is to obviously do the loot fabricator on them, which I haven't done as yet. But I'm about to go and grab some, I think, if I remember correctly. Let's quickly have a look at this. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my loot fabricator, not my loot fabricator, my, I think at this point I grab my little deep mob learner or hostile networks thing. Oh, yep. So here we are. We skipped into the end until we found a shulker. So yes, I thought I'd shown making those, but obviously I didn't. But they're not too difficult. We can go over it another time. There we go. We've got the data model now, so we just need to put in our learner. There we go. Now we just need to kill a bunch of these without them killing us. But to be fair, we're pretty much overpowered for these guys now, so it's not a major issue. Yeah, so we need to kill 5 more of them. I think I end up killing a few more, but yeah. But we also get a few shulker shells from it as well, which gives us what we need as well. I think I also found a dragon head while I was out and about doing this, but we're back. So I think I must have already just said I'm going to go and find the rest of them. So we've got them. So now I'm going to make the machines I require. So the simulation chamber requires some comparator and some glass panes, I think. Or I've already got that. I've already got that. And the loot fabricator. There we go. So we've currently got this all set up in the other. So if we head across to the other. Obviously this, we're going to dig out a little bit of dirt here, and we're then going to connect everything up as we need to. So I've got cables in my backpack ready for this. So some universal cables. So that's just going to be put it down. Then we're going to put one there, which we're going to then eventually set as an export on the back. There we go. Then we're going to put on top of that pipe, we put the fabricator. Now this is where I ended up putting that on there. I think I forgot to sort of like do one of them. Yeah, I haven't done the one at the bottom. I need to set that as an output pipe on the bottom, but we'll do that in a second. I know I did do it, so we're also getting our power cable conduits, the universal cables. There we go. I think I've worked out that I need to, yeah. So I've worked out there that I need to do that one, so that's cool. So that's now all set up and ready to go. We just need to put the model in, which I'd forgotten I'd taken out already. And there it is. I thought I'd lost it for a second, but no, it was there. It was there all along. Now we need to go and grab ourselves some of the prediction matrices, I believe they're called. The little things with clay, iron, gold, and panel glass panes. So we're going to need all of those. So we're going to head back to the overworld, and we will create the things we need from that eventually. Yeah, I lost my trophies there because of the settings I had in my backpack. That's not a major issue. Right, so here we are. We're looking at this. It's the prediction matrices we wanted to make. So I make a few, as many as I can, to be fair. Put some garbage away. So that's as many as I can make. Head back, and I stick those all in the chest at the bottom, which is where the prediction matrices go. Now, that's now going to be put in 64 in each of those. So we've got, if I remember rightly, Wither, Guardian, Piglich, and now Shulker. Now, the Shulker, it's going to take a while before it's predictably running and giving us what we need, because it's not at superior or at self-aware. So it's a case of it's just need to run it through enough times for it to do its thing. Now, obviously, this wasn't meant to be a hostile mobs network tutorial, but you know, it's a useful thing to know if you want to get into the baubles, because it's probably the easiest way of farming the nether stars you need and the shulker shells. So yes, I think that's probably the best option at this point. So there we go, we've got a shulker prediction there. So we're going to set that not to the end rods but to the shulker shells, but as you can see, you can get either from this. So and you get a lot of those predictions that I've never really used, but I know they're there. So did I grab those? No. I think I'm just here sort of like hoping you're going to see one that succeeds, but it doesn't as far as I remember. Yeah, it just fails every time because it's such a low level. It's only a basic tier. It will increase, as I said, over time. Every iteration, it learns, it gets better, and you get a better percentage drop. So yes, right. So when we go back to the overworld, we're going to start creating the green canisters. Now, don't create all of them because I've not got enough to do it with me at this point. I think I head down to the mob farm and grab some more stuff, and then we head back down. But so you can see here, we need green miniature hearts, the yellow canisters, and shulker shells. For that, we need enchanted apples. It's not a difficult thing. We've already got our metals set up. So there we go, 10 of those. So we can now create 10 of those. So we've got our yellow canisters, and now we've got the green canisters. We can make one because we only had one green heart, but we can head back down to the mob farm, grab some more, and I think we do a cut here. I can't remember. I should do a cut here. There we go. We've done a cut. To where we've now got a lot more of the melted and a lot more of the other ones. So we should be able to make a fair amount of them. As I say, I seem to remember we didn't quite manage to get as many as we needed, but we got a fair few. I think I did a few more melts. How many did we get from this? 7. Oh, so that'll be the 8 that I did, yeah, on camera. So we now open the heart. We have enough for 8, at which point I think that, yeah, well, that's all we had. Now at this point we're going to put it into the amulet, which is a bauble slot. I would hope I'm going to show that in a second. I've pressed the wrong button. And again, there we go. So if we look at our baubles, down there we have a heart amulet. Now, when you take it off, it does hurt you because you've got canisters in there. Now, if you put all 8 in, put it back on, we will end up with an extra 28 slots. So as you can see, nothing. You got no. I'm going to do this. I remember doing this now. So we've got the orange ones. Take it out. Well, take it out. Hurts us. We put in the yellow ones. We now have yellow hearts. So that's 3 bars of hearts. Take it out, put the orange, the green ones in. Oh, press the wrong button again. And then we go put that back in, and you can see we've got sort of mostly green hearts, but 2 yellow hearts, because we haven't put the full 10 into the amulet. Now, I don't know what the soul amulet does. I've not looked at that before. It may be something I'll look at and do an update on the video with, but as I say, I've not used it myself. But I think you can also use these to sort of like give yourself an additional health, which can be useful in occasions when you're sort of like really struggling for health. So it might be worth looking at those for additions. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this, if it's helped you, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode. We will be, I'm a little bit ahead, but we'll be there, and yeah. So things might look a bit different from this episode, but if you do like it, give me a like, stick me a subscribe, and leave me a comment, and I would appreciate that immensely. Anyway, have a good day. Bye bye.